I just hit my head so hard. You guys, I literally have had 2 cups of coffee today and nothing else. No other substance. It's 2 p.m. Hi guys. So today we are going to be talking about my anxiety toolkit, the things that I use to assist me in fighting my mind every single day. So I have a video talking about my anxiety journey and what my mental health and mental illness has kind of looked like over the years. So I'll link that below. I also have a video on the tips and tricks of things that I do just to help me. And this is kind of like physical items that I use and things that help me in my journey as well. So I thought I would share that. If there was one thing I could do, it would be to bring more awareness to mental illness, anxiety, and just make a place for everyone to feel comfortable and not alone. You are never, ever alone. A whole tribe of people who are behind you, who have been through it, who are going through it, and who are just standing with you. And I just want to create a space for you to be who you are and feel how you feel and just live out who you were born to be, despite any mental illness. So the first thing I want to talk about that has come into my life over the last year is sage. It is, I don't know if it's a Canadian thing. I don't know if you guys have it in the States or anywhere else, but it's basically an essential oil store. So they have, that's what this steam is essential oils. I feel like they calm me. But this one in particular, it's peppermint halo. So really it's just pure peppermint oil. So you could get this anywhere. It doesn't have to be from Sage. But this one is a roller ball. And I find it extremely helpful when I'm having anxiety. So I put it on my temples and I feel like it calms me down. If I'm having a full-blown anxiety attack, something that has really helped me is what I'll do is I will put the peppermint all over my palms on both hands, and then I will put my hands together like this and I will breathe in my hands. So basically the peppermint will just go directly into my body, and I just take 4 deep breaths as hard as I can, because when I'm having a panic attack I feel like I can't breathe, and that is the most terrifying thing, is when I feel like I can't breathe, I can't get out, I can't escape. And the more that I think about that, it kind of spirals and I can't breathe even more. So this really has helped me feel calmer. So when I put it on my palms and I'm breathing in and out, it really, really helps in staying calm. I actually keep one of these beside my bed, and I keep one of them with me. So I take one to work and everything, just in case something happens and I have a panic attack. I have something to arm me with that helps calm me a little bit. So yeah, peppermint oil has really, really helped and helps ease my stress. The next thing I want to talk about is just educating yourself in terms of anxiety or whatever mental illness that you struggle with. It's all about education. The more you know, the more equipped you are and the more armor you have to deal with whatever it is that is coming your way. For me, I've talked about this book before, but if you struggle with anxiety, please, please, please read First We Make the Beast Beautiful by Sarah Wilson. This book is absolutely incredible, and it is filled with so much information and knowledge, and she just relates to you. She's not trying to fix you. She's not trying to tell you she's going to solve all your problems or make your mental illness go away. She just talks to you like a real person. And I feel like educating yourself is one of the most important things you can do. Books are a good idea because Google is like the black hole. It is a black hole, and it can be wonderful. I've learned a lot of things. I've also convinced myself that I'm dying and pregnant on Google. So we need to stay away from Google. So the more actual books you can get your hands on with real facts, the better. There are tons of resources that you can use to equip yourself with this is just one that has worked for me in my anxiety. So I try and always, no matter what books I'm kind of reading on self-help and everything, I try and always work one in that has to do with anxiety, just so that I'm always educating myself and prepared for what comes with my mind, my beautiful mind. With that being said, something that came up in First We Make the Beast Beautiful is a talk on the link between your gut health and your anxiety. So I'm not a doctor, clearly, and I don't know all the information. You can definitely look it up yourself, but there has been multiple links between gut health and anxiety, so hormones. So what I've been trying to do, not today, clearly, because I've only had 2 cups of coffee and no sustenance whatsoever. What I've been trying to do is just be more aware of my gut health. So for me, that means eating way more vegetables and fruits, because I have a tendency to not do that, if we're being really honest here. I've also started eating Activia. I think that's the commercial, right? With like the belly dancer, and they're like, it makes your guts dance. Anyway, so I've also started drinking juice. If you have a juicer at home and you are dedicated to juicing vegetables and things, I need to give you props. I need to, like, round of applause. Like, I'm so proud of you. I can't. It's like meal prep for me. Meal prepping is like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't juice. So I buy juices. Totally impractical, totally not cost effective. I'm aware. Do better than me. But juices have really helped me. This one's raw and unpasteurized, and it just has a whole bunch, like curly kale, I'm sorry, what? Organic curly kale. Thank goodness, because if I have to have one more day of straight kale, I just can't do it. I need curly kale. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. Anyway, oh, and dinosaur kale. What? Apple curly kale. So this really helps with your gut health. I also recommend like live cultures. It's something I haven't invested in yet, but I'm going to. There's definitely a link between the two, gut health and anxiety. So just make sure your gut health is good, whatever that means for you. If it means taking in more greens or taking in more fruit, whatever it is, it definitely helps. It will definitely just ease your body in the stress that it goes through. I'm gonna try this. What's curly kale like anyway? These kind of juices, you gotta commit. Ladies, I know there was a time in your life, well, not all of you, but most of you, that you guys did tequila, okay? There was a time in my life where I drank tequila. If we can drink tequila, ladies, in our early 20s, not anymore, you can't recover from it. Don't do it now. We can drink green juice. We can chug it, okay? Oh, that curly kale is, the next 2 things are kind of, what seems like common sense to a lot of people, but my phone. Naturally, I think all of us keep our phones on us anyway, but for me, I sleep with my phone right next to me. If I feel panic coming on or anxiety starting, I instantly grab my phone and I'll just hold it. It's not about going on my phone or anything, it's just holding it as a sense of reminder that I can always call for help. There is always someone that is on the other line. I'm going to link down below a helpline for anyone who suffers with mental illness. If you don't want to call a family member or a friend or a significant other, you can always call that helpline. In my most anxiety-ridden times, just holding my phone can bring me a sense of comfort in the sense that I can always call someone for help. If it is an emergency, if I really feel like I'm going to faint, if I really can't breathe, I can call someone. I can call a helpline, I can call a friend, I can call someone to get me. This is a lifeline and it can really help in fighting the battle. The other thing I want to talk about, which I have talked about in other videos, is just journaling. This is my second journal. Okay, I just flipped through all those pages and there was nothing on them. I promise I journal a lot, okay? I don't need your judgment. This is my second journal. It's new. Anyway, there is lots of moments here. Thank you so much. Journaling. Oh, goodness. Where do I even start with journaling? It's something that was suggested to me through counseling. And I was like, okay, everyone talks about it. I don't think it's for me. And then when my divorce happened, I really relied on it because there was so much happening in my mind I could not process on my own, nor did I feel like I could voice it. I couldn't talk about it because the thoughts weren't transitioning out of my mouth appropriately. But a journal to me is a safe place. It is somewhere I can write every horrific thought I have, every wonderful thought I have, every dream, every ounce of anxiety, every ridiculous thing that people would never understand, I can put in here and it is all mine and nobody has to see it unless I want them to. But it is a safe place for me, and that's why I've always loved counseling, is because it was a non-judgmental place where you could just say everything and the therapist never has, judgment towards you. And that's how I feel about journaling. So when I can't make it to therapy, I really rely on my journal because it's the same sort of situation. Sometimes what's going on in our minds just needs to be released. And as long as we keep it in our mind, it can just kind of stay on a hamster wheel and we can obsess about it. And sometimes I find if I can just write it out, it just helps release my mind just a little bit. The last thing I want to talk about is going to be a little bit controversial, and I'm okay with it. I have no shame towards it whatsoever, and that is that I take prescription medicine. I have been on anxiety medication for over a year now. Yeah, over a year. I take 20 milligrams once a day, and it works for me. The truth about medication and mental illness is that you are empowered to do whatever necessary for you. My camera died, so I don't know where we were, but anyone who judges you for this, for taking medication for your mental illness, is clearly dealing with their own issues and stigmas towards it, and that has nothing to do with you, honey. You just keep it pushing. Do I think medication is necessary? Absolutely not. I think there are people who are successful and who are able to go about their everyday lives and deal with their anxiety their own way without medication, and I think that's wonderful. I don't think that medication is for everyone. For me, I went to therapy. I did all of the education I possibly could do, all the work that I put in, and my anxiety was still crippling. And so I decided to talk to my doctor and really figure out a course of action for me. And this has really helped me, and really helped me get back to just normal everyday life. If you are thinking about it, all I ask is that you just talk to somebody about it. Talk to your therapist, talk to your doctor. Empower yourself with information so you can make an appropriate decision for yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope this video helped in some shape, way, or form. Please let me know down below the things that are in your anxiety toolkit. What do you use? What has helped you on an everyday basis? What do you lean towards and pick up in your most anxious times? I love you guys very much. I hope this video helps. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you guys. Bye. I'm wearing a bodysuit and I can't do it up because bodysuits suffocate your vagine, and I'm sorry if that's TMI, but that is the real honest. I got distracted. I thought I saw a spider and I was like that's the truth. TMI. Bodysuits are so overrated. They look great. They're great for the fashion industry, but they are not great for your vagine, okay? Truth hurts, people.